Okay, so the speakers, they used to have speakers that were powered by tube amplifiers. Tube amplifiers are beautiful. They're hard to make, and they put out about 5 or 10 watts of power per channel. And if you're going to do that, you need a very efficient speaker. Well, when the transistor came along, transistors are super cheap. You can stamp them out. The transistor that powers your car radio is 100 watts per channel, and it costs $1 to make. So lots of amplifiers were made with transistors. But since there was all these power, you can then make speakers more easily because they could absorb a lot of power and sound good. Turns out tube amplifiers are amazing. So I've got a 50-year-old tube amplifier that has tubes in it that are 60 years old, but it only puts out 4 watts per channel.
Oh.
Finding speakers that can sound good with that is not easy. So I found some drivers and I built a baffleless frame, and I had very low expectations, and it just blew my socks off. It's amazing.
So what albums are you playing on your speakers now?
I went deep on Miles and all the bop stuff from the 60s, and then spent a bunch of time. I met Herbie Hancock a couple of times, so he's always a go-to. But I'm lucky enough to know Cyril May, who was in New Orleans for a long time. Patricia Barber out of Chicago. I was the honorary producer of one of her records. If you ever get to Chicago on a Monday night, check out a place called the Green Mill. Call ahead to make sure they're still open post-pandemic. But Patricia plays there. It will change your life. The last time I went, I was sitting next to someone who'd flown in from Mumbai just to hear Patricia and her trio.
Wow.
And to hear that music sounding just like it did Green Mill in my office, it's really special.